ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। प्रज्ञानां सुप्रतानैः स्थिरतरनिकर व्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् सविष्टान् पुनरपिसनोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुं मायया भोजयन्नः माया संख्या तुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तत्त्वतोऽस्मि। यो विश्वात्मा विधिज विषयान् प्राच्य भोगान् स्तविष्ठान् पश्चाचान्यान् समतिविभवान् ज्योतिषा स्वेन सूक्ष्मान् सर्वान् एतान् पुनरपि शनैः स्वात्मनि स्थापयित्वा हित्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् विगतगुणगणः पातु सो नः स्तुरीयः पातु सो नः स्तुरीयः।
ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
ओम इति एतत् अक्षरम् इदं सर्वं तस्य उपवाख्यानं भूतं भवत् भविष्यति इति सर्वम् ओमकार एव तत् च अन्यत् त्रिकालातीतं तत् अपि ओमकार एव। सर्वं हि एतत् ब्रह्म अयम् आत्मा ब्रह्म।
Please read again. Sentence or the sentences are one sentence, there you pause, then next sentence start. Yes, again.
Which first one or second one?
No, the first one.
Okay. Om iti etat aksharam idam sarvam tasya upavakyanam bhutam bhavat bhavishyat iti sarvam omkara eva.
No, here it is you are mixing up different things. Om iti etat aksharam idagam sarvam. Then idagam, because there it is called Chandrabindu. Chandrabindu and Anuswara both are same, but Chandrabindu is used in the Vedas. So we don't tell idam, sarvam, idagam. We tell idagam. Idagam, sarvam. Omiti etad aksharam idagam sarvam pause. Tasya upavyakhyanam pause. Bhutam bhavat bhavishyat iti pause. Sarvam onkara eva pause. Final pause.
Om iti etat aksharam idagam sarvam tasyopi vakhyanam bhutam bhavat bhavishyat iti sarvam omkar eva.
Iti pause. Pause there. Pause. Don't go so fast. Otherwise one cannot know which one is the sentence. Yes.
Bhutam bhavat bhavishyati it bhavishyati sarva omkar eva.
Bhavishyat iti. Bhavishyat iti. Bhutam.
Bhutam bhavat bhavishyat iti
Good.
sarvam omkar eva yatcha anyat trikala titam tat api omkar eva.
Trikala titam. Ti, not titam. Titam. It is long.
Trikala titam tat api omkar eva.
Good.
Sarvam hi etad brahma ayam atma brahma sah ayam atma chatuspat.
Good.
जागरितस्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्गः एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुक् वैश्वानरः प्रथमपादः स्वप्नस्थानोऽन्धप्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्गः एकोनविंशतिमुखः प्रविविक्तभुक् तैजसः द्वितीयः पादः
यत्र सुप्त न कंचन कामं कामयदेन कंचन स्वप्न पश्यति तत् सुषुप्तम्.
Kamayate pause. Kamayate pause and then read the next one again.
यत्र सुप्तः न कंचन कामं कामयदेन कंचन
Kamayate is one sentence. Pause there. Then
कामयते न कंचन. Is it okay, Swami?
no, again you read. Kamayate pause, like have full stop. You got full stop there. Yatra supto na kanchana kamam kamayate. Pause.
Okay.
No comes like that. Yes.
यत्र सुप्तः न कंचन कामं कामयते न कंचन स्वप्न पश्यति तत् सुषुप्तम्. तत् सुषुप्तस्थानः एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघनः एव आनन्दमयः हि आनन्दभुक् चेदोमुखः प्राज्ञः तृतीयपादः.
So what is the after?
Anytime.
After
It is not possible, Marottam.
after kanchana kamam kamayate, what is the next one? Can you read again?
तत् सुषुप्तस्थानः एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघनः एव आनन्दमयः हि आनन्दभुक् चेदोमुखः प्राज्ञः तृतीयपादः.
No, after na kanchana kamam kamayate. After that read.
यत्र सुप्त न कंचन कामं कामयते न कंचन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत् सुषुप्त.
Suptam. Actually, you are mixing up things. So, because what I feel, each sentence has a meaning. If that meaning is kept in mind, we'll pause there, and then we'll not mix up. We'll not mix up from two sentences. Like yatra supto no kanchana, yatra supto no kanchana kamam kamayate. Big full stop, because that is one sentence complete. That is the one meaning it has. Na
Okay.
kanchana swapnam pasyati tas suptam. That is second sentence. So while reading yatra supto no kanchana kamam kamayate na kanchana, will not bring that other sentence. That because each sentence has meaning that is to be kept in mind while reading the.
Okay, Swamiji.
बहिः प्रज्ञः विभुः विश्वः हि अन्तः प्रज्ञः तु तेजसः घनप्रज्ञः तथा प्राज्ञः एकः एव त्रिधा स्मृतः.
Again, you read that one. Just 1 second. Let me.
बहिः प्रज्ञः विभुः विश्वः हि अन्तः प्रज्ञः तु तैजसः घनप्रज्ञः तथा प्राज्ञः एकः एव त्रिधा स्मृतः.
Actually, Rajama missed the one.
Yeah, I missed one. I missed one, Swamiji.
Yeah.
Fifth one. No, sixth one. I miss it.
एषः सर्वेश्वरः मिति।
एषः सर्वेश्वरः, एषः सर्वज्ञः, एषः अन्तर्यामी, एषः योनिः सर्वस्य प्रवाहप्ययौहि भूतानां
Prabha, there's no Prabha.
प्रभवाप्ययौहि भूतानां.
Again, you read. Again, from the no mistake.
Okay. एषः सर्वेश्वरः, एषः सर्वज्ञः,
Good.
एषः अन्तर्यामी,
Good.
एषः योनिः सर्वस्य प्रभावाप्ययौहि भूतानां.
There's no Prabhava. There's no Prabha. There's no Prabha.
प्रभवाप्ययौ.
That is there. But
प्रभवाप्ययौ.
can you read correctly? No mistake at all. Again.
एषः सर्वेश्वरः, एषः सर्वज्ञः, एषः अन्तर्यामी, एषः योनिः सर्वस्य प्रभावाप्ययौहि भूतानां. प्रभवाप्ययौहि भूतानां.
Okay. That is the
That's the way I wrote it, Swamiji.
we are reading, but we are doing the mistake. I want to read it.
You read, yeah, up. Read again.
Okay, next one. Minerals.
Yes, Swamiji, I mean.
Okay.
Bahispragyaha.
That was
Vibhu-
mine. I thought.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah,
it?
you are right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Minerals, read that one.
बहिः प्रज्ञः विभुः विश्वः हि अन्तः प्रज्ञः तु तैजसः घनप्रज्ञः तथा प्राज्ञः एकः एव त्रिधा स्मृतः.
Good.
दक्षिणाक्षी मुखे विश्व अन्तः मनसि तु विश्वः दक्षिणाक्षी मुखे विश्वः मनसि तु तैजसः मनसि तु तैजसः.
No, there is another
No,
word.
what is this? Manasyantastu taijasaha.
That means Manasi. If you are telling Manasi, that is Manasi Antas.
Oh, manasi antah tu taijasaha. Okay. Dakshinakshi mukhe vishwaha antah manasi antah tu taijasaha. Akashe cha radi pragyah trida dehe vyavasthitah.
While preparing, all of you are to see the meaning, what Guruji has written, where he has broken. But while reading, don't see that. Otherwise, there he has written as
That's
it will confusing. Okay.
Swamiji, here antah manasi, there it is Vishwaha antahas manasi, isn't it? That's what is written to separate out. But manasya antahas.
There he has written as per the Anvaya. As per the Anvaya here, means when we are telling a sentence, Rama is going to school. We cannot tell Rama going to school is. We cannot write.
Yeah.
In the Sanskrit one can write any word anywhere. But while writing to make a meaning, we write as per the English thing. So we
Next time, Swamiji.
Yes.
Vishwo hi stula bhung nityam taijasah pravivikta bhuk ananda bhuk tata prajnaha strida bhogam tata nibodatha.
Nibo? Nibo?
Strida bhogam nibodhataha.
Dhataha?
Data.
Yeah.
Data. Yeah.
Yes.
I said nibodhata.
Okay. I heard Nibo Dhataha. So that's it.
Prabhava sarva bhavanam satamiti vinishchayah sarvam janayati pranaha chetom shun purusha pratak.
Actually, I think you jumped. It should be Stulam Tarpayate.
Oh, that one.
Because
Sorry.
something has happened. Something is not okay today.
Yeah, just to keep it.
It's too cloudy outside. Minds are clouded, Swami, today. Everybody's mind is clouded.
Everybody is reading what is not written, what is written. You don't read. So everybody is doing
Stulam tarpayate vishvam pravibhiktam tu taijasam anandascha tata prajnam trida triptim nibodataha.
again. Nibo?
Nibodhataha. Nibodhataha.
Not
Nibo
Dhataha.
Nibodhataha. Da.
Nibo Dha?
Yeah.
After Dha, what is there?
Tha.
Tha
There is
is
nothing.
there?
Yeah. Nibodhataha.
Then-
Nibodhata.
Nibo Dhata.
Yeah, not ta. Taha. There is no visarga.
And there is no Visarga. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Then?
Prishu dhamasu yad bhojyam bhokta yascha prakirtitaha
Good.
veda etat ubayam yastuhu sabhunjano na lipyate.
Yastuhu no. Yahatu is okay, not yastuhu. After stu, there will be no Visarga. After yaha, if you put Visarga, that is okay. Yahatu is yastu. Visarga becomes sa.
Veda etat ubayam yastu sabhunjano na lipyate.
Good.
Prabhava sarva bhavanam satamiti vinishchayah
Good.
sarvam janayati pranaha chetoshun purushah prutak.
Very nice. Good.
Vibhutim prasavam tvanye manyante srushti chintakaha
Good.
swapna maya sarupeti srushti danyir vikalpita
Very good.
ichha matram prabho srushtihi iti srushtav vinishchitaha kalat prasutim bhutanam
Kalat?
kalat prasutim bhutanam
Prasutim. Prasutim, the long.
prasutim
Hmm.
kalat prasutim bhutanam
Good.
manyante kala chintakaha
Good.
भोगार्थं सृष्टिरित्यन्ये क्रीडार्थम् इति चापरे देवस्यैष स्वभावोऽयम् आप्तकामस्य का स्पृहा
Yes.
न अन्तःप्रज्ञा न बहिष्प्रज्ञा न उभयतः प्रज्ञा न प्रज्ञं न sorry let's start again. Sorry, lost focus. न अन्तःप्रज्ञं न बहिष्प्रज्ञं न उभयतः प्रज्ञं न प्रज्ञानघनं न प्रज्ञं न प्रज्ञं अदृश्यं अव्यवहार्यं अग्राह्यं अलक्षणं अचिन्त्यं अव्यपदेश्यं एकात्मप्रत्ययसारं प्रपञ्चोपशमं शान्तं शिवम् अद्वैतं चतुर्थं मन्यन्ते स आत्मा स विज्ञेयः.
Good. But next time, where it is told there are so many attributes of that Turiya Atma, is told, like it is anta, na anta prajna, it is na bahis prajna, na ubhayata prajna, na prajnana. The meaning of all those things, when it will be asked, anybody will be asked, then you have to tell that. What is the meaning of na pragyam, na pragyam, then what is adrishtam, what is avavaharyam, what is agrahyam. So please prepare, because we have already discussed all these things. Okay, then today we'll read. We have finished, we have completed up to Ekatma Pratyaya Saram. Up to that, we have finished. What is the meaning of Ekatma Pratyaya Saram? Prakashji, can you tell what is the meaning of Ekatma Pratyaya Saram? Okay, I'll tell you. Here, the Sara word is used in the sense of Anusaraniyam. Pratyaya Saram, instead of the Saram, the meaning is Anusaraniyam. Anusaraniyam means to be followed. What is to be followed? The Pratyaya to be followed. Pratyaya is a thought. This thought to be followed. This thought regarding what? When there is a thought means regarding something. And thought regarding what? Ekatma. Regarding the one self, one non-dual self, which is called the Turiya here. The thought regarding the Turiya has to be followed. If you follow the thought regarding the Turiya, then where it will take us? Where it will take us? If the thought regarding Turiya is followed, where it will lead us?
Brahman.
It will lead, where it will lead us?
Oh, it will lead us to our true self, Swamiji.
Now, what is the true self? There is a name here.
Turiya.
If the thought regarding Turiya is followed, then it will take us to Turiya. Okay? Like how, if the rays from the sun, they are coming and falling on the earth. Suppose you have to go to the sun, the easiest way, that follow one ray and then go to the very source of the ray, then automatically will reach the sun. When Lord Sri Krishna sent Uddhavji to Vrindavan, because he has not gone to Vrindavan after he left Vrindavan, when Akrura went and brought him, and then Mallayudha and all those things he saw, and he killed Kamsa, Chanura, then he became the king. Lord Sri Krishna became the king. And he ruled, he has no time to go to Vrindavan back. And the gopis, they had suspected this Krishna is not going to come back at all. So that's why they were they didn't want Lord Sri Krishna to go to Vrindavan. But he went, because his main job is just to eliminate Kamsa. So how will not go? For that purpose, he has come from the supreme abode. So he cannot stop because of the gopis. So he went, but he didn't come back. After so many years, suddenly he will always remember, but one day he was so impatient to go to Vrindavan, to see everybody. Okay, all his friends and all the cows, but now there are no new Gopals have come. At that time, who are small, they are all married and they have become big. So Lord Sri Krishna, he missed that Vrindavan thing. So he told Uddhav, my mother will be missing me, and my gopis will be missing me, everyone will be missing. Can you please tell them and give this news that everything is all right here? Uddhavji told, Uddhavji is a man of knowledge. He doesn't believe in bhakti and all things. He doesn't know. Knowledge is everything. But Lord Krishna, he wanted to give some idea of bhakti too. It is not a bhakti, is less than jnana. So to give that idea, that's why he's planning all these things. He cannot tell to Uddhavji. So, but he told her, you go to Vrindavan. when he went, he has never gone to Vrindavan. There is no reason he has never gone. So he asked one gopi, that gopi was just going to fetch some water or something. They know which is Nanda Baba's home. Then the gopi is asking, are you from Mathura? And he told, how she knew that I'm from Mathura? Now, because Mathura, people from Mathura, they ask here. Here, nobody asks you who are here. They don't ask where is Nanda Baba's home. Everybody knows, it is well known. And he felt the first jolt he got, that he is the pride, that he knows everything, got. And this is a stray, ordinary gopi. He's telling that, are you from Vrindavan? He looked to his eyes and gave one blow, that are you from Mathura? Then anyhow, and then she went. This Uddhavji, then the gopi, she went little distance, then turned back, told her, okay, do you see this river? No, yes. And follow this river, and wherever it ends, that is Nanda's home. You know, surprised that how can the river come from somebody's home? He got completely confused. What is this happening here? Then the gopi saw his helplessness, his strange look. Then gopi told, this water in that river is not coming from the clouds. It is coming from Nanda Baba's eyes. Nanda Baba's eyes. It is coming from there. From the day Lord Sri Krishna left, they have not stopped going. They have not stopped. It is that. And Uddhavji, still it is not going in his mind. Why? People are crying and all those things. What is that? The Lord Sri Krishna is not anybody's son or anything. He is the Lord of the entire universe. He is in everybody's heart. It is a big story. At the end, he got the idea, a taste of bhakti. Then he didn't raise his voice at all. He didn't tell jnana is everything. And if somebody talks regarding bhakti, he will completely close shut that person off completely. But now from that day, of course, it is a big story. I'm just telling how. So we have to follow. When we follow something, if a road has come from South Barrington, if you follow that road, we will reach South Barrington. If it is coming from there, if it is not coming, then we will not. So that's why Ekatma Pratyasara means it has to be followed. Followed what you have to follow? Take the help of a thought. What that thought is? Thought is called Brahmankara Pratyaya. This Turiya is none other than Brahman. Okay, it is called Brahman. The other name is Brahman. Though we have not realized, we don't know where Brahman is, we studied from the scripture, we listened from the teacher, then always you have to Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmana. Always think that I am that Brahman, I am that Brahman, I am that. Just hold on to that thought. And the more and more this intense the thought will be, like how we have the thought after the child is born, how we want to hear that word, dad, 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 mom, 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 mom. You know, when the beta is calling, dad, Betty is coming and giving her dad. You know how happy you feel? $1,000 is nothing. You just take. Because it really enhances the spirit. Because we have thought that I am the dad, I am the dad, I am the dad, I am the dad, I am taking care, it is my responsibility, they're mine, I will take they entirely depend on me, and I am to do that. By thinking that again and again, that has become so intense. That's why this feeling comes, otherwise you will not feel. When somebody is asking, you will not do anything. But it has become intense. In the same way, if always you are thinking that whatever we are doing, if we think that I am a teacher, or I'm a cook, or I'm a soldier, if we have one has thought enough, then it will create that intensity in that role. Otherwise, one will do some superficial thing. There is some disinterested thing one will do. Casual, what one is telling and really what one intends, is completely different. It has no link. So by thinking that I am Brahman, instead of I am a dad, I am a mom, I am a man, I am a woman, I am a good-looking person, not good-looking person, instead of that, if always you are thinking Brahman, that I am that Brahman, I am that Brahman, I am that Brahman, I am Brahma Tattvamasi, Bhava Atmani, in the heart, without any other thought, if you are giving importance to that, then after some days, what will happen? It is a thought. Thoughts are always, they always belong to mind. But the nature of thoughts are such that if we entertain one thought, it will go on multiplying. Where it will lead, we do not know. We just thought Naraji was walking by the side of the Ganges. Then, and the water is so clear, he can see everything what is in the water. Then a family of fish, they are swimming there. There is a mother fish and father fish and all other babies there. They're just there, and the mom and dad, they're protecting these small ones. And they're so happy, they're jumping, these babies, they're jumping, and parents are going here and there. So they're such a happy family. Naraji, when he saw that one, he got so engrossed, and he got married, and he had children. Everything he had in that place, he got the taste of everything. And then the problem comes that he was very happy the children are there, and the small Chintu and the Krishna, Gopal, like that he was telling. But once they become like 4th grade, 5th grade, somebody was pulling the nose, somebody was pulling the ear. Naraji is really, he's beaten from all sides. Wife is not smiling at all. And he's saying that by saying the feast, he's saying everything. He's saying everything. Because he wanted to know what Maya is. So, and nobody, Maya cannot do anything. So Lord wanted to show him that don't play around Maya. Don't even try to deal with Maya. Always take the shelter at my feet, not try to handle Maya. Nobody can handle Maya. Because it is a non-existing thing, one cannot handle. But Naraji thought, nothing will happen to me. And he got caught, and he's suffering, he's crying, oh Lord, please help me, help me. Suddenly, Lord Sri Krishna is there. Naraji, what happened? Oh Lord, what is that? He got so engrossed. Actually, he's single, he's not married and no children, no family, nothing. But he got engrossed. Because when we think deeply, we'll feel that. So somebody has to come and give us a jolt. Then we'll get out, oh, okay, I think I was sleeping. So ekatma pratyaya saram, that is this. So thoughts, if one thought, only thought, if you entertain, it will take us in 1001 direction it will take. And where will end? We started in one place, but end in completely different place. But this Brahmakara Vritti is such that it has got a definite destination. It will take us to a definite destination. So we are sitting in a car. It is taking us everywhere. Where we are going? We are going to later Barrington. But it is taking to this place, that place, that place, that place. What is the use of that car? But Brahmakara Vritti is the only Vritti which will take us to such a place where there are no thoughts. Thoughts will disappear. It is a thought, but that thought will annihilate itself. Like how a thorn, if there is a thorn has gone in the leg, we take another thorn, then try to remove this thorn, and when we remove, the second thorn doesn't stay in the leg. The second thorn and the first thorn, both are put in the garbage. We take a medicine. to remove one disease. Disease get cured, but another disease is created because that medicine is not getting eliminated from the body. Some portion of that medicine is staying in the body, so it is creating side reactions. But it doesn't, this Brahmakara Vritti doesn't create any side reaction. It is a thought which removes all the thoughts. There are certain kind of rat, I don't know where I read. In some area, there are a lot of rats are there. So now they're not able to eliminate at all. So much chemical and this and that, they are not able to catch them. So they have brought a kind of rat which will eat these rats, the first kind of rat. So automatically, and those second type of rats, they are not harmful. They don't multiply that much. They will give maybe 1 or 2 babies or something. But other rats, they give so much. So Ekatma, a beautiful name. It is the name of the Turiya is called Ekatma Pratyaya Saram. It's a beautiful name. Ekatma. That is Matma, which is one. To reach there, we take the help of the Brahmakara Vritti, Anusaraniyam. And the meaning we have seen previously, that just like to trace the lion, we have to follow the footsteps. Then just follow that one. Then suddenly we'll see that we are standing just in front of the lion. Because when it is there, we are looking here and there where the lion is. But suddenly the lion is. Then you know, don't ask me what happened to that person. You will be a vegetable kind of thing. Anusaraniyam. You have pratyaya, tena, anusaraniyam. Like that, please read all the meanings you have to, of course, Gurudev has written, so you have to know. And little explanation. Don't tell just the literal meaning from the book, no. What little explain. Maybe for 1 minute or something, explain. Okay. Then let us go to the we are studying. Yes. We finished Ekatma Pratyasaram, there we stopped last time. Then what is the next one? Can we read Gopal Krishnan? After Ekatma Pratyasaram?
Prapancha Upashamam.
No, Prapancha Upasamam. Before that, what is there?
Ekatma Pratyaya Saram, then Prapancha Upashamam.
Oh, okay, that is fine. Because I'm following the other book, so that's why I'm asking. Okay. Let me just say one thing.
I think Swamiji explained that to Prapancha Upashamam, then Shantam too. Last time.
No, and I didn't complete.
Yeah, right.
Okay. See, by telling it is adrustam, avyavaharyam, agrahyam, then alakshanam, alingam, achintyam, avyapadishyam, ekatma pratyasaram, those meaning we saw. Now, prapancha upasamam. For that purpose, in sloka number 3, it was told Jagarita Sthanaha Bahispragya. Then Swapna Sthanaha Antapragya. That way it was told. And Susupta Sthanaha? Susupta Sthana Tajasa? Pragya. Isn't it? That way we have read all that. So here he is bringing all those things here again. He's telling, he's using the 2 different words. Bhagavan Shankaracharya is telling, one is called the Sthani Dharma and the other is called the Sthana Dharma. Sthana we read. Jagrita Sthanaha, Swapna Sthanaha. These are called a Sthana. What is Sthani? Sthani means whose sthana it is called sthani. What is the relationship between, you can tell in Sanskrit, means the word only, not sentence, India and Indian. Who is sthana and who is sthaniya? Sthani. Prakashji?
Indians is Thani.
Indian is sthani. Indians are sthani.
India is
And
Thani.
is the sthana. So sthani means sthana yasya vartate iti sthani. Whose place it is called the sthani. If the place is for Vishwa, what is the place for the Vishwa?
Jagrata sthana.
Jagrata sthana. Yes, good. And what is the, so the sthana has its own properties, characteristics, and sthani has also its own characteristics. Sthani represents the person, sthana refers to the place. Every place has its own characteristics. And the people who are staying in a particular place, also they have their own characteristics. You will tell that, oh, you know, these people are from this area. We can tell the way they talk, the way they behave, and don't mess around them. All this is to tell, because this sthani, they have their own characteristics, and there are certain characteristics of the sthana too. What Bhavan Shankaracharya is trying to mention here, by telling it is adrishtam, avyavaharyam, agrahyam, all these things, anta prajnatvadi sthani dharma pratishetha krutah. All those sentences which we read before, they are told to deny that sthani dharma is denied. That in the Turiya doesn't have, the place for Turiya has no, these dharmas are not there. Actually, for the Turiya, there is no sthana. But for Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna, they have the sthana. They have to have a passport. Vishwa has no access to Vaishprajna, to the Jagrata sthana, not Vishwa. Tejas has no access to the Jagrata sthana. It cannot go at all. It cannot. No. It cannot make a passport and it will go. It cannot go. A visa and then it will go. It cannot. And it cannot have a passport of that area too. Vishwa entirely belongs to the Jagrata sthana, and Tejas entirely belongs to the Swapna sthana. And Prajna belongs to which sthana?
Sthana.
Sushupta sthana.
They have their own place. Okay, it is now clear. But by telling all this adrishtam, agrahyam, everything, then Bhavan is mentioning here, the purpose of mentioning these things is to deny that Turiya has no sthana. And of course, since it has no sthana, there is no sthani dharma, there is no sthani dharma. Because when there is this, see, we are from India. As Indians, we have the sthana is India. If the India is there, whatever way of transaction, how Indians live, automatically it will be with us, because we stay there. By just staying there, by osmosis, it will be, by default, we will have that characteristic. And how will know an Indian? You know, Indians, nobody has to teach economics to Indians. They know how to save money. They can make money from anything. And one person went to Badrinath. He has gone actually to see Badrinaranji. But he saw there is a hot stream and water is coming from all are hot. So he told, here you can make a tea shop. I don't have to, no gas is needed. No, it is just take water from the in a bucket and put the tea powder and sugar and milk, it is done. So he opened a tea stall there. He didn't come back and he made a lot of money. And if they will wear the shirt till holes are there in the shirt. And once there are holes in the shirt, they will not throw that one. They will use that to make they will use it for the holy purpose, holy day. On the holy day, they will wear that one. And then it is colored and everything. They will wash it and use as the pocha. The cement floor will be wiped in that one. Once that is over, they will not throw. They will put in the where they make the compost. They will put it there. They will not throw anything. That's why nobody has to teach economy. Economics to Indians. They know how to save money. That is because we are brought up that way. So that's why we don't. Why Indians are making such big houses and Americans they have to take credit. They have to entirely depend on credit card. And that because they don't spend that much and they are getting so much. And they don't know. Nobody has to teach them. It is by default they are like that. They will not spend unnecessarily. Antaprajnatwadi sthani dharma. When we tell antaprajna, what is the sthana for the antaprajna? It is the swapna sthana. Swapna sthana. So sthani dharma pratishata. That means there is no, Turiya has no sthani dharma at all. Turiya is not like the antaprajna, bahisprajna. It is not like the Vishwan Tejas. Vachada Krutaya. So every word has a, what is denied, what is negated, that is being told here, that it is the sthani dharma is negated by telling all these things. Then prapancha upasamam iti, by telling prapancha upasamam, what is negated? Sthana dharma. By telling prapancha upasamam, what does it mean? Prapancha means the phenomenal world, prapancha, which is made of five elements, 5 organs of action, 5 sense organs, the 5 types of objects which are perceived by 5 kind of senses, senses of knowledge. All these things are called prapancha. Prapancha upasamam, the negation of the annihilation of the prapancha. By writing this prapancha upasamam, it is the negation of the sthana dharma, not sthani dharma, sthana dharma. The attributes of the 3 states, Jagra, Swapna and Susupti, dharma, abhava uchyate, it is indicated. The negation of the 3 states are done. Since after prapancha upasamam, what is the next word? Shantam. Because there is no dharma in the Jagra, Swapna, Susupti, in these 3 states, worries, anxieties, fear, jealousy, the effect of rajas is too much. Tamas and rajas. Tamas and rajas, they always go together. Tamas will change into rajas, rajas will change into tamas. But since there is no effect of rajas in the Turiya, that's why Shantam, Atayeva Shantam. That's why if there is no rajas, rajas means disturbance. If there is no disturbance, mind will be always quiet. All of us, we are trying to make the mind quiet in 2 different ways. Like generally people try. What are the 2 ways? One is by fulfilling our desire. If that will happen, oh, it will be so nice. Why you are so disturbed? I didn't get a job. And once we get a job, we'll be quiet for a few days till the next thing comes. So Santam here is because of the going beyond others, that Santam is created. That's why it will not be destroyed. It will not change at all. This Santi will not go away. The other Santi, one has to be very careful. If it has come once and we enjoyed our life like anything and we smiling all the time and met a lot of friends, because Santi we are very peaceful, but it is not reliable. Because by fulfilling a desire, we have become quiet. Till the next desire, it will remain quiet, but again it will. That desires are the expression of asana. So asana is there inside, so it will make the mind disturbed. Ataiva Santam. Since there is no prapancha, that's why, and there is no, one has gone beyond the others, so it is Santam. So the Turiya is Santam. Since it's Santam, it is Abhikriyam. Abhikriyam means there is no Vikara. There is no Vikara, there is no change, there is no modification. The more the disturbance, more changes will happen. So in some countries, always there is some changes happening because there is no peace, there is no stability in the government. They will always change. Abhikriyam. Since it is Shantam and Avikriyam, it is Shivam. And Bhagavan Shankaracharya is telling why this Turiya is called Shivam. Yata Advaitam. Since it is Advaita, since it is non-dual, that's why Shiva. Pure means there is only one kind, is called pure. Pure, the definition of pure is if it remains as it is, how it was in the beginning, if it stays like that, and no foreign material is, it is not mixed with anything else, then it is called Shivam. Or it cannot mix also, it is called Shivam. It will remain very pure. Shivam is that purity, is that auspicious. When you tell Shivam is auspicious, auspicious means Advaitam. One is writing Advaitam. And what is that Advaita? Veda Vikalpa Rahitam. Veda Vikalpa means free from the illusory concept of difference. The differences are always illusion, which is free from the illusory concept of differences, that is called Advaita. The self is Advaita, Brahman is Advaita, Turiya is Advaita. Turiya and Brahman all are same. Atma is Advaita. Advaita means this one. Veda Vikalpa Rahitam. So these words, just keep it in mind. Veda Vikalpa Rahitam. Veda means differences. Vikalpa means differences. Veda means difference. Vikalpa means change. The illusory change. Rahitam, free. Free from the illusory concept of differences. Then what is the next word, Shivakumarji?
Shantam Shivam Advaitam.
Shantam Shivam
Chaturtham
Chaturtham Manyante.
Sa Atma Sa Vinyaya.
No, after Advaitam, what is there?
Chaturtham.
Chaturtham.
Yeah, Chaturtham. Chaturtham. Chaturtham, let me see what is there, because one has to only read as per that, what is mentioned here. Let me see what is there. Shantam Shivam Advaitam. Then Chaturtham. Chaturtha, here the meaning Bhavan Shankaracharya is giving. Chaturtham, here is telling Chaturtham is Turiyam. The fourth one is the Turiya. The another name is just like how it was told Alakshanam, Alingam, Ananumeyam, Achintyam, Avyapadesyam, Ekatma Pratyasaram, like how different names of the Turiya we read. Here, another name is Chaturtham. Chaturtham means, Bhavan Sanatari is writing, Turiya Mannante. Chaturtham is Turiya is Manyante. Turiya is considered as the Chaturtha. Why it is called Chaturtha? That we have read, but again he is mentioning here, Pratyamana Padatraya Rupa Balakshanat. Pratyamana, Pratyam means which is appearing, Pratyamana. Not really there, but appearing. Pratyamana Padatraya. Padatraya means, what are the padas? Pratham pada, Dutya pada, Tritiya pada. Pratham pada belongs to the Vishwa, Dutya pada belongs to Tejas, Tritiya pada belongs to the Prajna. Padatraya Balakshana. This Turiya is beyond these three states. Balakshana. The characteristics of Turiya is different than the characteristics of the Padatraya. Okay, we cannot tell that the Turiya is different from the Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna in the sense Vishwa is one place, then Turiya is another place. Tejas is one place, Turiya is another place. Prajna is one place, Turiya is another place. No, in that way, the meaning of difference is not taken. All the characteristics what Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna have, they are completely absent in the Turiya. In that sense, it is different. Not that Vishwa is in point A and Turiya is in point D. No. Turiya is present where the Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna. Actually, Turiya alone is. There is no Vishwa, Tejas and Prajna. Chaturtham Turiya Manyante. Pratyamana Padatraya Rupa Balakshanat. Pratyamana. This, all the other three padas, they are just appearances. They are not really there. They don't really exist. And Turiya characteristics is completely different than the Padatraya. So Atma, and that Turiya is Atma. Atma means our own self. Not our own self, we are that self. We are, Turiya is we ourselves. So Atma, Sa Vijnaya, that has to be known. Without any trace of doubt, this Atma has to be known. Sa Vijnaya. Iti pratyamana sarpa bhuchidra dandadi vyatirikta yatha rajuhu तथा तत्त्वमसि इति आदि वाक्यर्थ आत्मा अदृश्य द्रष्टा. So Bhavantandraji mentioning here, so Atma began, that Atma which is prapanchopasamam, santam, avikriyam, shivam, advaitam, and which is called a chaturtha, that has to be known. Known means realized. That has to be realized. Manyante. It is more to, by reflecting, we have to realize that one. Manyante. Pratyamana Padatraya Rupa Valakshanat. It is completely beyond the Padatraya, three padas. So Atma Sabhigya iti Pratyamana Sarpa Bhuchidra. Sarpa, a snake, we have already seen this one, a rope can appear in different forms, not only in one form. Anything that is appearing in one way can appear in 100 different ways. So a rope, if it is appearing as snake, that means it can appear as different thing also. What are the other things is mentioning here? Bhuchitra. Bhuchitra means a crack on the earth. Actually, the rope is lying, but that because there is no proper light, so that person is seeing that there is a crack on the earth. Bhuchidra. Then danda. Then there is a danda. Danda means like a stick is lying there, like a danda. Vyatirikta. Different than this snake and bhuchidra and danda. Like when we see a snake, we discard that snake. We see that snake, but we discard that because it is not a snake, it is a rope. So we have to discard the snake. Nobody can avoid the snake, but one has to discard the snake. Snake is not there. One will see the snake, at the same time, it is not there. Yatha Raju, like how we are coming to realize the presence of the Raju by negating the Bhuchidra or the Sarpa or the Danda. In the same way, Tattvamasi iti Tattvamasi ityadi Bhakyartha. One has to take the Mahavakya Tattvamasi, which is there in Chandogya Upanishad. That Tattvamasi Mahavakya, one has what is Tat, what is Tvam, one has to do the Vichara, one has to know the meaning and doing the Vichara. By doing the Vichara, all the unnecessary portion of the Tat and Tvam Pada has to be removed. It is called Tat Pada Sodhana, Tvam Pada Sodhana. Sodhana means we will purify the Tat Pada and we will purify the Tvam Pada. Then we will come to recognize that means the snake is removed, the stick is removed, and the crack on the earth they are removed. Those which are appearing, they are removed. Then what remains from the Tatpada and Tvam is nothing but pure consciousness. Tatpada, Tat, when you tell Tat, it is a mixture of two things. Consciousness plus the Samasti Vasana. Tat refers to Ishvara. It is consciousness plus Samasti Vasana. Or Samasti, Mana and Buddhi and Sarira. Samasti Sthula Sarira, Samasti Sukshma Sarira. All these things will come with the, but mainly it is the Ishvara, when you tell, it is the Samasti Vasana. That means Samasti Vasana is called Maya. Consciousness plus Maya is equal to Ishvara. And consciousness plus Vyasti Vasana, individual Vasana, or individual ignorance, which is called Vasana, is called the Jiva. So Jiva is consciousness plus Vasana, and Ishvara is consciousness plus Maya. In these two, Maya and Vasana, they are illusory in nature. So eliminate those. When you eliminate, only what stays is consciousness. This consciousness is equal to consciousness. So Jiva and Ishvarayoho na bheda. There is no bheda, there is no difference. That is the way one comes to the identity with the Ishvara. Jiva and Ishvara identity, one comes to realize that then one declares that I am that eternal self, I am that divine self. I am not this complex of BMI. I am not a role, what I play, that I'm a dad, mom, and all those things. What we play, we are not that. So the Vakya Artha is to be removed. Vakya Artha is to be removed, but the Lakhyartha has to be kept. Lakhyartha of Tompada is Atma, is consciousness. Lakhyartha of the Tatpada is also consciousness. From the Lakhyartha standpoint, both are same. When it is told Tat and Tam both are same, at that time we cannot take the literal meaning. We cannot take the Vakyartha. We have to take the Lakhyartha.
So Swamiji, Lakhyartha means the meaning.
No, indicated meaning.
Indicated meaning.
No, not the direct meaning. Direct meaning is Vakyartha. Dictionary meaning is called direct meaning.
Okay.
If one reads the dictionary and tells it, okay, Tat is this and Tvam is this, then you will see that how Tat and Tvam both will be the same. Tat is Sarvagya, Sarvasaktiman and Sarvavidyaman. Then Tvam refers to Alpa Saktiman, Alpa Vidyaman and Alpa Jnana. How these two will be the same? And Tat Pada is Ananda Swarupa and Tvam Pada is always Dukha Swarupa. How they will be the same? Tat is unlimited and Tvam is limited. How they can be same? So literal meaning, if you take, they will not be same at all.
Yes.
Lakhyartha. That's why scriptures are always talking of the Lakhyartha. That's why it has to be read from a teacher. Otherwise, you will get confused. Like when somebody has died, and we go, and generally we should go and attend that. When somebody is in the funeral home or something, we should go and see. Because there the life's lessons are taught. In the class, how to get a job, that lesson is taught. But the life's lesson, what life is, who really the person is, because every hand and leg, everything is intact, everything intact. But we don't want to keep that body at all. But before that, we are telling, oh, okay, my honey and all those things, we are taking so much of care and we are hugging it and we are doing everything. But now it is lying there. I don't want to even see that body. What's the difference? There's no difference at all. We'll tell it, no, it is not moving there. When one is asleep, if the beta is sleeping on the bed, then how you go and give a kiss to that child and then little cry little because we have given one or two. After crying, then he has gone to sleep. We don't tell he is dead. We don't tell. So there is no, in the casket, that person who is sleeping, it is not different than a sleeping person. There is no difference at all. But though everything is there, we learn that this is life. Really, the body is just like a dress. It's just like how the snake, it relinquishes the slough, the skin, and that skin will exactly look like the snake. If it is a cobra, then who will be there? Everything will be there. But the snake removes that one. In the same way, the jiva removes the body, it goes. And people are crying not for the jiva, they are crying for the dress. Why that dress is lying there? Okay, it may look like we are belittling things, but that is the truth. And people give so much of attention, they'll put some cream and they will dress up, they'll put 100 things they will do. But that is not the person we are doing, we are putting the dress. In the dress, we are putting 100 things. Person is gone. If somehow we can talk to the person when the jiva has left the body, somehow we don't have the mechanism, we think that it is the ghost now. Now, same my wife, my husband, whom we are not able to live in for 1 second without that body, now it is called ghost. In Calcutta, before posted here, posted there in Calcutta for 2 years or something. Then there are a lot of business people are there. Business from the Marwaris, from Rajasthan and all, from Gujarat, people are there a lot. Particularly Rajasthan, if somebody has died, at home they will do the chanting of Bhagavad Gita. For all the 10-11 days they will chant. And since the person knew, they support mission a lot, so I am the brahmachari there. So they called me to chant Bhagavad. Every day I have to chant 18 chapters, how painful the throat will be, but I have to chant because they have the big donors to the mission. So every day I will take a bus and will go to their home and all chant all the 18 chapters. And the mother-in-law will come and the daughter-in-law will come. They will sit there and they will listen, whatever. But I have to just close my eyes and only look to the book and go on chanting 18 chapters. Then after chanting, they will give food, I eat the food and come back. This is the way every day it will go on. One day the daughter-in-law didn't come at all. Then I asked that what happened to her. Because her husband has passed away, okay, very young age, and he will drink so much. They are so wealthy, but this man will always drink, always drink. Then he passed away. When he passed away, they're so very young age, that is because of too much liquor. Then she thought, Swamiji, the mother-in-law is telling Swamiji, she is very scared. Then I told her, okay. Then we asked her, why you are singing so much? Now, every day night he comes. I told her, do you love your husband? Now, yes. Now, if he is coming at night, you should be happy. Why are you scared? No, Swamiji, now he is ghost. See how we think. The same people, they will tell us, throw this body. Because what is the address? That is not a useful body at all anymore. Whatever you have to get from that body, you have got already now. The mango, or the skin and the nut, all the juice, everything is taken away. Just throw. Nobody will keep. Okay, I ate this mango. It was so sweet. That nut, it was sweeter. Let me keep it in my pocket. Nobody will keep. You will throw because of no use at all. It is, but because of illusion, because of delusion, we are thinking that that body is the person. And from all the time, all of us we think that we are that this body is the person, and the person is moving and going means body is moving. But person is not. Person is making the body move. So in Tattvamasi Mahavakya, one has to remove the Vakyartha. The Vakyartha both are same. One has to take the Lakyartha. Then one will find the identity between the Tat and Tvam. We'll stop here because it took only 12 minutes or extra. Okay. We'll complete this one next time. Then we'll go to the Karika. Next, the Karika, what is 10th sloka? We'll go there. Gaudapadaji's Karika. Oh, Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari